Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Today we're going to do our predictions for the Call of Duty League Major 4 tournament that is going on this weekend. And let me just show you how I did last week. Again, a 9 out of 10. I was so close. I was so close. Well, not really that close because the New York Subliners won 3-0. I thought it was going to go to a game 5, but it didn't. That's besides the point. I got 9 out of 10 2 weeks in a row. Let's see how it goes for the major tournament. This is the major one that it counts, man. This is a major tournament, so it counts even more. Let's see how we do. OpTic Texas is looking pretty good up against the Boston Breach. I think it's going to end in a 3-1 if Boston are able to steal the control. If not, it's going to be a 3-0. Moving on to the New York Subliners versus the Vegas Legion. This might be a pick that I want to happen. I'm going to go with the logical pick. I'm going to go 3-2 New York just because Vegas, is a little iffy, but we'll see how they do. Next up, we have Los Angeles Thieves versus the Minnesota Rocker, and I think we can say this is going to be either a 3-0 or 3-1. I'm going to leave it at a 3-0. Moving on, we're going to have Seattle Surge versus Atlanta FaZe, and I really think this is going to be a really great match, especially on LAN. I think it's going to go up to a game 5, and I also want the Seattle Surge to take it, so I'm going to pick Seattle Surge over FaZe on this one, sending FaZe to the losers bracket immediately. Let's see how that goes for them. We're going to save winners round 2 for later. Right now, let's do elimination round 1. We got Boston Breach versus Toronto Ultra. I think this is going to go 3-1 again for the Boston Breach. I don't think they're going to be able to pull one over the Toronto Ultra this time. I know Toronto Ultra haven't been looking the greatest, but on LAN they look really good. After that, we're going to have the Vegas Legion versus the Florida Mutineers, and I think this is where the Vegas Legion are going to be able to shine. I think it's going to be a 3-1 on the Vegas Legion's favor, moving them on to the next round, which is going to be a really tough one versus Ultra. But after, we'll get to that after. Let's move on to the next one. Next, we're going to have Minnesota Rocker versus London Royal Ravens. Honestly, these are two of the 3 bottom teams going off against each other. I think it's going to go to a game 5, and I think Minnesota Rocker is going to pull one over on them, and I think this is going to be an easy 3-0 for Atlanta FaZe. Gorillas, unfortunately, getting knocked out immediately on this round because no matter who they face, they get Surge or FaZe, and it's not looking good with either one. It's going to be a 3-0 or 3-1 on that side. Next up, we get to see it again, Toronto Ultra versus Vegas Legion, and I think this is going to be another great match. I want the Vegas Legion to get away with this one, so I'm going to give it to them 3-2 like they did online. Next elimination match, round 2, is going to be Minnesota Rocker versus Atlanta FaZe, and I think Atlanta FaZe is just going to steamroll through this bottom bracket all the way until they reach elimination round 4, but we'll get to that. Let's do winners round 2 next, OpTic versus Subliners. Let's do it game 5. No, actually 3-1. OpTic have been looking lights out lately, and I think it's going to be a 3-1 or a 3-0. But there's a high possibility that, look, I just said all the outcomes. I said 3-1, 3-0, and I was about to say 3-2. So let's just leave it at 3-1, confident 3-1 on that one. Moving on next, this is going to be another great match. Los Angeles Thieves versus Seattle Surge. I think it's going to be a great matchup. We're going to have game 5, round 11, and it's going to go to Thieves for sure on that one. So next we have Surge versus Vegas Legion. Another great match. I think this is as far as Vegas get. It's going to be a 3-1 on that side, unfortunately. But Vegas will get the points to boost them up over Minnesota Rocker a good amount if they get this far in the bracket or further. Next on the elimination bracket, we have New York Subliners versus Atlanta FaZe. This is going to be a really great matchup. It always is when they go off against each other, in my opinion, no matter what the outcome is. But I think FaZe is going to be going up against Surge once again in the elimination round 4 final. OpTic Texas versus Los Angeles Thieves. And I think this is going to be a game 5, but it's going to go to OpTic in the Search and Destroy. I think OpTic might be the better Search and Destroy team on this one. Los Angeles Thieves is a little shaky on it, but they have been working on it. So let's see how they come in on LAN. After that, we're going to have Surge versus FaZe. Let's do another game 5, but I think FaZe get the upper hand on this one, and it's going to be LA Thieves. Actually, no, I'm going to give it a Surge. Surge, and then LA Thieves versus Surge. I think this is going to be another game 5, round 11, but it's going to go to LA Thieves once again. And then we're going to give this to OpTic Texas 4-2 to win the grand finals. All right, that's going to do it for this video. OpTic Texas take the Major 4 tournament, and I believe, I hope they keep this energy steamrolling all the way through champs so they can be able to win the world championship after a long while. Maybe, just maybe, they will. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Telling me what you guys think of the video and what you think of my picks. Let me know what your picks are for the tournament. Let me know what you have predicted, and let me know how you did. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great time.